Hey, back with another video. We'll be looking at web browsers. So far in this tutorial series with our Mac Dev setup, we haven't touched the browsers at all. I've only been using Safari by default right out of the box. I haven't made any changes. And there really isn't that many changes to any of the browsers. You might install some specific extensions, things like that. On Safari, first thing we should have done was, and I didn't want to kind of deviate from our videos, but you can go into preferences and there's a check. And over here in advanced tab, you go show develop menu and menu bar. And this will pop up over here. Now this allows us to go now inspect elements. Now if I went to, let's say, and these are just the default favorites that they give us. Ooh, meet the max. Now if I go right click, inspect element, the inspector is now set up. Now, back in the day, this type of tool wasn't always available for all the browsers, but now it seems like it's a default thing for all browsers to have, where you can inspect it. Usually, or back in the day, was primarily just Firefox that had it with Web Developer Tool extension, where we have it set up. But now the inspector seems kind of default with the console and everything with most of the modern browsers now. So they work essentially the same. You have your elements that you can check. You can see the styles over here, and you'll be able to console as well. Okay, so that's all I really wanted to do with Safari. I don't typically use Safari as my default browser for browsing or even developing on. It's just kind of there if I need to kind of test cross-platform or cross-browser compatibility. Okay, let's close this. Let's open up Chrome. Okay, and the first thing I want to do is set as default. And we'll use Chrome. Now I want to take a look at some extensions with Chrome. We don't need to turn on the developer because it's already kind of set up when you inspect. Now if we go to Chrome extensions and this Google Web Store, and I like to have 3 extensions. It's a color picker, a screen capture, and a font finder, just for the front end stuff. Now I like ColorZilla. And I'll add this to Chrome, add extension. Okay, so that's installed. Let's go to its go full page, and it's this one. And what it does is it screen captures the your web browser. Okay, so close that. Go back to extensions, and I want what font? And it's this one. And you can kind of tell based off of how many users and kind of how many have reviewed it. Let's go to Google. So we have this. Now here, let's pin some of these. Pin that one, and that one. Now if I want this color here, I can just go and do this, and I can see that there's that red color now, or this yellow, or this green. If I click the green, I'll copy it to my clipboard. I can use it. So you can paste that into your CSS, your design application for your hex code, just so you can, grab stuff that you're getting inspired by. Now you can also do this, click here, this what font, and I can click here. This tells me it's Google Sauce. This is Arial, and this is based off of what's in the CSS file, I'm pretty sure. If I click on this, it'll tell me and what style, what font. So it's telling me the stuff that's within the CSS file. Okay. Now the way that you would have done that you would have done inspect And then you would have to type in, I would say family to get the Google Arial sauce. And you would have to find out the weight, normal, and you'd have to type in pretty much all, or find them here if they're all in the same style. But it's just easier to use this what font. And last but not least, you can go like this, and this will capture the full page. Now, back in the day, you would have to screen capture one, screen capture the next, screen capture the next, and then stitch them all together into something like Photoshop. But now it's just nice and easy. I can just go and download the PNG like that, and it's all seamless. Let's close that. Now you can also download other extensions, but I'm just going to download these. But if you're working in Views or React, there's the Vue developer tools and the React developer tools. Let's go back to Google extensions. Vue dev tools. I think it's this one. It's also available on Firefox as well. And this just gives you some information. And it's good if you have it installed, you're getting into Views. It'll show you if Views is being used on certain sites. And the same for React. If I went to Facebook and had the React dev tools, it would show me in the corner. It would be, I think, highlighted in blue in the corner here that it's using React, but it's not going to allow you to see the dev tools and give you that information. That gets turned off, or should get turned off when a project gets deployed. It's more for when you're developing, obviously. Okay, so that's all I kind of wanted to cover with these extensions with Chrome. I don't have to turn on anything. There is this in extensions. Where was the extensions? Oh, Windows extensions. You can turn on this developer mode. I'm not exactly sure what it does. I think it's so you can load and update pre-existing and test it out. Or if you're, I guess, developing for Chrome, it allows you to do that. Okay, let's open up Firefox now. Okay, I'm not going to use it as default because I like using Chrome a little bit more now than Firefox. I used to like Firefox before, but I find it a little bit more bloated than it used to be. Now, similar to Chrome, you can do add-ons. And they have the same similar add-ons. The only one that's different other than you can have ColorZilla and wet font on here, but the screen capture one is called Fireshot. This full web screenshot, but it is called Fireshot though. Yeah, get Fireshot. But it's called full web page screenshot. If that would be my replacement for go full page for Firefox. Now it also has the web dev tool and for Views and React. And out of the box again, you can just go and inspect elements. So again, this inspector now is pretty much default on all modern browsers. Before, it used to be only basically Firefox that had it with the web dev tool add-on or extension. But I guess every browser has now adopted that and allows you to inspect and console and see all the styles, not just the page source anymore. Okay, so that's what I wanted to cover with those two. And close that. And finally, let's open up Opera. I would say Opera is kind of underrated. Out of the box, it has ad blocker, so you don't have to install an add-on for ad blocker. It also has a built-in VPN. If I went into, where is it? Extensions, view, extensions. Or maybe it's settings. Preferences. If I go into here, you go VPN. You can enable VPN here, but it does say that it may slow down, get affected because it is like going to other servers to kind of mask where you are. And yeah, that's pretty cool that it has a built-in thing for protection for you if you're using Opera. Now, the thing with Opera is there are extensions for Opera, and there's an Opera add-on area, and it has that Fireshot screen capture here, developed for Opera. You can use that one as a native one because that one might actually, since it's built for Opera, it may work better. But what you can do here is you can do install Chrome. And this was developed by, I think it's developed by Opera. And it allows you to install the extensions from Chrome. So you install this. So I'll install that. And if I go to Chrome, and yeah, it's installed now. That's good. I can go here and add the same extensions that I had with my Chrome. So if I do color Zilla, and I think they work pretty well, very similar. And I can just do add to Opera, and it'll prompt me to go to the extensions and okay, so here and it popped up, hit install, yes, install, and now it's installed. So you're able to install the Chrome extensions. So if it's not on the Opera site, then you can go this route and install the Chrome extension here. You'll be able to add Chrome extensions to your Opera. It's a little bit different. It's in a good way, I would say. There's areas here for Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram. It doesn't follow the other ones, the other browsers to a T. It kind of has its own kind of uniqueness to it. There's also a built-in screen capture here as well. So you could do a full capture, but it doesn't do the rolling seamless one. I'd rather use the go full page if that's available. And there's also that developer mode here that's similar to Chrome. We initially installed 3 additional browsers, Chrome, Firefox, and Opera. I primarily use Chrome for my web development and use the other 3 for cross-browser compatibility, just to check it out. Now you can easily use Firefox. It has a huge community. It has all its add-ons as well. And Opera seems like a viable choice if you can install the Chrome extensions. So these 3 all seem like it's more of a preference. They can all seem like they do the job, or if you like one or over the other. But I would say Safari is probably the only one that is the most limited out of the 4. With that being said, that's basically all I wanted to cover in this video, and I'll talk to you guys in the next. Hey, if you've gotten this far, thanks for the support. This will help the channel grow. If you enjoyed the video, please remember to click the thumbs up button and leave a comment down below. To stay updated with the latest content from the channel, you can subscribe by clicking right here in the middle.